today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Here's the Browns kicker, Chase McLaughlin, set to go, and we are underway now from Cleveland. Pharoh Cooper now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turned him loose.
There's Shepard, what a catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And Barkley trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry for Nick Chubb. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Bring it up, man!
Play fake. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. Touchdown! It's Daniel Jones finding Evan Ingram. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A first down throw for Mayfield. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Oh, you Kareem Hunt. We know you've got the power. We know you've got the speed. Now how about that? Show us a little bit of that wiggle in there. How about that one, partner?
Can you imagine trying to tackle that? Yeah, I'll stay up here with you. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins score. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for two. Hunt going to run for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's caught by Galladay. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now Mayfield and the Browns. Down by 6, 2:05 to go. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And Mayfield will have a 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So now all eyes shift to the Giants. Trailing by a point, 36 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Jones. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? The answer's pretty evident to me.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The Browns drive about to get started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield.